Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today. It's January 24th, 2023. As always, this is not financial advice. Please don't copy any of my trading strategies. You will lose money. This is only for educational purposes. So let's get right into it. Today, it was a weird start to the day. There were a lot of halts right at the beginning of the open. We had Uber, McDonald's, Nike, Altria, Verizon, I believe. About 80 stocks in total that had some kind of glitch. It was actually a glitch in the NYSE, and there was, I believe what they said was the buyers, there was no buyer data coming in, or there's no buyer data, or there was no seller data coming in. So there was some very erratic price movement right at the beginning of the opens. Here, I'll show you. Let's take Uber. Okay, so this is what happened. It hit $25.71 and went to $34.90. And this is kind of the same scenario. Here's Verizon. Look at that. It happened on about 80 or so stocks. So right here, when that happened, that's pretty much a flash crash. And they stopped, they halted trading for these stocks until they could figure out what's going on. So that took a while. That was on the news right away. And basically, I took that kind of like as a trading opportunity. I assumed that, this is not going to continue, that this is going to be resolved. And for the interim, it's going to kind of create some instability in the market. So I'll show you the trades that I took, but right after open, we had some PMI data, and that came in as pretty good. And I decided to get a little aggressive. So I'll show you the trades. Here on the SPX, I had another one right here, a 3985. And here are the first ones that I took. I took the 3970. I did two. I collected, I believe it was 480 for each. And then I kind of watched the market. It was kind of trending down and trying to understand what was going on with the halts and everything. And at the same time, I was watching the usual suspects, which is Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Berkshire, and Google. I noticed that Apple was, it was ripping. It opened a gap down, and it was filling the gap, and it was starting to go. It didn't care about all the noise in the market. That reminded me exactly what happened yesterday and Monday. And I said, you know what? This is going down just like yesterday. This is going up just like yesterday. I have a feeling that it might turn out something like yesterday. And right over here, when we had this pivot, when it started going up, I went a little bit aggressive, and I sold an SPX put for let's see right here, 870, and it was 3985, which was pretty close to the money, but I was fairly confident in that trade. So with that, that worked out pretty well. Obviously, it did sell off. The market did sell off right here, which made me a little bit nervous. But, again, as I always say, I don't have any stop losses on this. So had I had stop losses, I probably would have got stopped out right here somewhere. And luckily, the market went up and kind of traded sideways here. Then came up and lingered over here. Now, at some point during the day, if you remember, for the prior day, on Monday, we had this big sell-off out of nowhere. Came out of nowhere for whatever reason. It started selling off, and we sold off 30 points. I was kind of nervous that might happen again today. And when I had the opportunity to buy back my 385 put, I did, and I bought it back for $95. And the rest of the trades were pretty much out of the money, pretty far away. So with these trades on the SPX today, counting the 95 I paid, I gave back, the total was 1,965. So pretty good day. That's about my target to get per day. And well, I don't usually like to buy back. I try to let it run. Again, we are in earnings season, and we had a pretty good couple of days that had strong runs. So I thought I should exit that position. So the market's now closed just about 16 minutes ago, and we're all waiting for Microsoft earnings. And I decided to buy a couple of puts here on Microsoft for $212. Now, I know this is way out of the money. I was expecting, I wasn't expecting it to come close to it. But if they did really, really bad, I know that this put would have increased and increased in value, and I would have collected some money on it. I only bought one. It was $16. I know it's way out of the money. It's basically gambling. I have no problem with throwing away $16 on something like this. Microsoft earnings actually, they missed on revenue, but very small miss, basically came in line. And I know that if Microsoft reported that they missed on their Azure business, the cloud business, that Amazon would also suffer and suffer big. So I bought a $90 put on Amazon. Again, same idea. I know that it's far away out of the money, but if there's a big drop, if they had a really disappointing earnings, that these two puts would, maybe double or something. Not a big deal. I mean, if the stocks got crushed, absolutely crushed, that would be great. I mean, but again, two puts. These are what, $31. I'm not, I didn't think that they're going to hit. It looks like Microsoft is doing well. Looks like it brought up Amazon as well. And I'm not too concerned about losing $31 on something like this. It was just a good way to kind of hedge it just in case it goes down. And that's it. Tomorrow we have Tesla. So that'll be interesting to watch. You guys, if you like the video, please make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and stay tuned for tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye.